Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of my Archeage video. This time I'll be introducing you to the transportation Archeage, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Now the most common type of mount in game is the regular riding mount, which is right next to me here on the screen. That's pretty much in every MMO existing right now. There is something different about this mount though, aside from the other MMO, is that this mount stays out when you summon it, unlike every other MMO that your mount stays in your bag. This mount can also act as a second person for certain skills in game, and also takes damage for you when you're falling. So they're very, very useful, and it's pretty a very big part of Archeage. Now, each of the race in game gets your own mount, but all the mounts are purchasable at their respective location in game. You cannot get the east mount if you're from the west, vice versa. But if you're in the same continent, you can get the mount if you want. Now, there are some special mount in game, like the Yata, the donkey. There is a 20k honor liger, and finally there is the cow. You get your first mount around level 67 through a series of quests that sort of explain to you what to do, and you get your mount at the end of it. And the mount here has a level of its own as well, just like yourself. So you can level it up, and it also gains HP, MP, attack damage, etc. Just not movement speed as a level up. Now there's two different ways you can level up your mount in game. You can ride it around, or you can have it summoned when you're killing monsters. Now when you're riding this mount, you get 300 EXP fixed amount for a certain distance that you go. So when the game begins, you might actually see a lot of people running around in circles with their mount to just level it up. I find that it's a pretty inefficient way to level up your mount. It's better to just have it summoned all the time while you're leveling, so it gets the same amount of EXP as you. But I do believe the mount gets a little bit extra EXP, so it can level up a bit faster. Now you can equip your mount with different type of armor that will increase a certain stat. There's the head armor, there's the saddle, and there's the hoof armor. The hoof armor increases the movement speed of the mount, and the saddle and the helm pretty much increase the attack, defense, and HP, MP of the mount. Anyways, now all the mounts have special ability of its own. As you level up, your mount gains these abilities. For example, my mount here, this is the Hariharan mount, kind of like a New Year's Chinese New Year dragon looking thing here. Now as this level up, it will get different type of skills, and when you obtain these skills, you can actually use them. So now for example, my mount here, I'm able to go invisible with my mount. This is a pretty cool ability. I'm also able to teleport forward with it, and finally I am able to do a backdash with my mount. This is actually pretty useful, and I use this quite a bit when I started playing a game in the beginning with this mount. I had a lot of fun with it. Now I'm going to talk about the Yata mount here, which I think is actually the best mount in game. This mount is obtainable through farming, like I said earlier, or you can buy it from the NPC for about 4 or 5 gold. Now, why I said this mount is the best is because obviously it has one of the highest movement speed in game, and also it has the other coolest ability in game as well, is the jumping effect. Now, this ability lets you explore places that you normally wouldn't be able to explore, such as like some high ridge or some high mountain that you see. There are many places that you can go with this mount where you normally cannot. Another thing is that you can actually go pretty fast in the water with this mount, unlike other mounts in game, because you can actually jump in the water, which makes traveling very, very easy when you're leveling. So I definitely recommend this mount to everybody when you begin the game. This is the mount to get. Um, just ditch your original mount and then go get this one. We have one more mount here. Just gonna show you real quick. It is the cow. This is actually a pretty important mount in the game. It's not necessarily a mount, but it is mountable, as you can see. This cow here actually produces maneuver, which is needed to create the fuel for the trading truck, which I will be showing you just a second here. Alright guys, we're now going to look at the trading truck in Archeage. Now, this is one of the more important tools in game at the moment, and it does take quite a bit of material to create, so it's not an easy task if you want this early in the game, but it's definitely achievable if you collect your material wisely. But if you want to know more about the material needed for this truck, feel free to go to my channel, check out the building my truck video that I put up. You find more information there. Now the reason I say this is important is because it allows you to trade up to 5 trade pack at a time to any destination in game. Inland, obviously. This is actually a big part of money making in this game because you can trade for the Delphinate coin, which in turn you can buy recipe, plans with it, furniture, etc. to sell to other people. Now this truck goes about as fast as the donkey, but it does obviously allow you to travel with 5 trade pack, which is a bonus. But if you use the nitro boost, aka the poop, you can boost up the speed by 50% on this. Now if you use the boost, it would actually have a little different animation. Here I'll show you. So it looks actually pretty cool. There is a little concern with this mount that I fear in this game, is that it actually gets stuck on certain terrains that you can't go through. Now obviously I know it's not logical for a truck to go up a stair, but there are certain terrains in game that which you normally think the truck is able to go through, but it cannot, so your truck just gets stuck there. So this is something I hope that Trion will kind of fix it for us, so I don't have to be annoyed with it in the future. Overall, this is a very useful tool. I use it daily at the moment, and I highly recommend you to get this ASAP and start trading for your Delphinate coins. Now there are different type of ships in this game, ranging from the small rolling boats to the large black pearl. I guess we'll start with the rolling boats. Now this one you can obtain it through small quests, sort of in the beginning of the game, or you can just craft it yourself. It's pretty cheap. It's very small but very inefficient boat. It's slow, doesn't carry anything, not really useful. Overall, I don't use this boat in game. The second boat that we have here is the small speedboat. Now there are 2 different types of speedboat, small speedboat in this game. There is the version with the cannon, and there is the version with the harpoon. Now the harpoon version is actually the more useful version, I find, because the cannon only allows you to shoot people, but a harpoon actually lets you do a pretty cool trick, which I will be showing you right now. Alright, let's do this trick real fast. Now this trick is only able to be done with the harpoon, and it's very fun to do, and I do this daily. Woohoo! Check that out. Can't do that with the cannon boat. Anyways, now we have seen the small speedboat. I'll show you the trade boat, which is up next. Now this trade boat is alright, pretty useful at times if you want to be doing trading on the sea, going from east to western continent if you're from the east, or going to the Freedom Island over here, right over here on the map. That's about pretty much it. It can carry 20 trade packages, and it also has a radar in front of the ship, which allows you to see enemy ships or friendly ships within, you know, a certain radius of your ship. We have the Black Pearl here. Now, I don't actually have this ship, so I actually have to borrow it from a friend of mine in game just to show you guys. Now, this ship is actually pretty big. My screen won't even fit the entire ship on here. Now, this ship is actually obtainable from the pirate boss. You know, you gotta get a raid together, kill a boss, the planet drop, you make the ship, etc., etc. Now there is another version which you can buy for 100 of the silver tiers, to which I showed you earlier at the Mirage Island, which is basically the same ship, except there is no cannon and it doesn't look as good. This ship actually have like special marking on the side here, as you can see. A lot of cannons firing. My friend just firing the cannons here, having some fun. And there's also the radar up top, over there. It's gonna take quite a bit of a long time to climb up there, so I'm not gonna show you. But and last but not least, guys, there is the glider in game. This is actually a very fun feature they added in this game. I love it. You know, I play around with it all the time. It's very cool. This allows you to travel to places you normally can't because of the special ability of the glider that let you jump up. You obtain your first glider actually through a quest around level 12, and then you can upgrade that glider through a serious time to become a better one. And finally you end up with the level 40 version of it. There's also 4 special glider that you can build from the recipe which you obtain from the silver tier. Each of them has a different ability and spec, so they have different speed, landing speed, gliding speed, etc. And now I'm going to be showing you one of them, which is the butterfly glider that I have. And the special ability of this one is invulnerability, so it makes you invincible when you're in the air here. So this glider, you can see, is pretty cool. Very slow speed, gliding in air. You can jump up and you can keep on gliding. Now you can only glide for 2 minutes in game, but there is a special glider that you can obtain from killing the Kraken, which will actually allow you to fly in the air indefinitely. So that's something I want to get in the future, to have, you know, a glider that I can just have up in the air all the time. It's gonna be pretty damn cool. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please rate, comment, thumbs up, anything. Alright, I appreciate the support, guys. I'll be bringing you more Archeage video in the future, so please come back and keep checking out my channel. Thank you very much, and have a nice day, guys. Peace.